Good afternoon, everyone. It's Doug Murray, Principal, Chardon High School. Today, we are with the counselors talking about our 4E Day that is happening here in the first week of March. I want to welcome everyone to this, this brief meeting. It's to help you understand the document that I'm going to present. So, Tim Hurlbut, how are you today?
I'm good, thank you.
Awesome. Tim's going to be talking about the ASVAB. Nikki Hetrick, how's things going down next to Tim?
I'm in ACT world down here.
That's right. You'll be talking about the ACT. Dawn Tupaz, how are things with you?
Doing good. Going to be talking
You're-
about 8th grade.
You're going to talk about the 8th grade, specifically Auburn, and Heather Patterson. How's life right next to Tim?
Going well. Going to be talking about 9th grade stuff today.
Awesome. So on my side of the table, I'm going to present a tab, and inside of this tab, in the week in reflection, you will see this information, but we wanted to verbalize some of the things that you will certainly see. So last week we posted this, and it is all about March 7th. At the high school and also in our district, we really focus on the 4Es. And in our strategic plan, our success plan, one of the areas that we're focusing on would be areas that we can achieve opportunities for students to continue their educational experiences, whether they choose a college route or they continue through enrollment. They continue their educational experiences by wanting to directly get into employment, or they want to be a young entrepreneur, or they want to enlist in the armed forces. So March 7th of this school year, what was formerly known as the ACT Day is now encompassing so many different grade levels. I'm going to speak to everyone regarding the seniors. Over the last 5 years, our seniors have been earning graduation seals. They've been earning all of the state mandated seals, and then also they have been working this past year or the previous years on a local seal. Those seniors have already completed step 1 of their capstone project, and now they need to work on step 2 and step 3, which are more so the logistics of documenting the time they spent on their capstone, and also a quick kind of one-page response about the actual experience of what they did. That is a way that we can then have it archived, and in case we're ever audited, we can say that this student has achieved this seal because here's the evidence in which we can prove it. So the entire day, seniors do not report to school, and they're working on their capstone project. That information is available to the students via this link and or their Google Classroom in which they're enrolled in. The next part of the day that is related to a grade level are the juniors. So I'm going to transition over to Mrs. Hetrick. She's going to talk about the juniors coming to do the state mandated ACT at Chardon High School.
Okay. So juniors will be, as you heard, taking the ACT. They will need to report by 7:30. So we will have classroom assignments posted for everybody, and they will be testing until right around probably 11:30 or so. English teachers are trying something different this year, and they're doing some of the pre-administration, so that should be done before they take the test. And we're working, it's actually kind of started today. Key things for ACT, they need to make sure it is online on their Chromebooks. So they need to make sure they come with Chromebooks charged and calculators. We will provide scratch paper and pencils if they need it. And really the key thing is probably the biggest thing that tends to be a problem most years is the calculators. We don't have the calculators to give to everybody. So very, very important to remember the calculators. Like I said, room postings or room assignments will be posted. Be here by 7:30 in classrooms, and we'll get started right away and test till around 11:30.
Awesome. Thank you for that information. At the same time in which the juniors are coming in, the sophomores are coming in to do another test. So Tim, talk to us about the ASVAB.
Yeah, so sophomores will be taking the ASVAB Career Exploration Program. What this is a large interest inventory or a battery of assessments to kind of help guide some career exploration. As Mr. Murray mentioned, the sophomores will be arriving at school at normal school time, so 7:35. That's a typical day. The pre-registration and the actual assessment will all take place at the same time. So our students, the sophomores, will all be located in the main gym or the auxiliary gym. When students get there, they'll kind of be directed as to which location they're going to be. But the nice thing about being a career assessment is we don't have the same restrictions as like an ACT or an SAT may have. So the seating is a little bit more looser. We will essentially just direct students where to go. Students do not need to bring anything. That's a great part about this. This is a paper pencil assessment, and we will have all the materials. We just need the students there ready to take a fairly lengthy assessment. The assessment will take place from 8 till 11. Students will be done right around 11 o'clock. It is a timed assessment, so the students will all be dismissed at the same time. And once they're done the assessment right around 11 o'clock, they're free to either eat lunch in our cafeteria or free to get picked up and go home right around that 11 o'clock time.
Thank you for sharing that information. It's a great opportunity for our students to do that career exploration. And that certainly does not mean that your son or daughter is going to be connected to the armed forces. It is a great military test that they use, but it is a great career sorter also.
Yeah, and Doug, I'll just interrupt on that really quickly to those concerns. So the results of the ASVAB, while the military does run this career assessment, none of these results are actually being released to the military. Military is only able to see results for juniors and seniors. So these results for the sophomores will all stay in-house with us. They'll get back to the students roughly 2 weeks later with some directions as to, hey, what do I do with these results? What can I go from there?
Yeah, thank you for that information. It's a great tool and a great assessment that we have provided for our students. I can tell you that my own children have taken it before. Transitioning to the freshmen is a little bit different than transitioning from our juniors and our sophomores. Ms. Patterson, can you tell us a little bit about the 4E exploration that our freshmen will participate on that day?
Yes, absolutely. So ninth graders, you will be taking a field trip to Lake Erie College. And the point of this field trip is just to help acquaint you to what great opportunities are out there for you in the college world, whether it's going more like a community college route with just like more of like trade school option. If you're looking for more of an associate's degree, 4-year degree, they'll talk about all of that. Talk a little bit about the student life there, what career and majors are available. You'll get to hear from some faculty. We'll eat lunch on campus. So lots of great opportunities there. So you will need to arrive to the high school by 9:30 that morning, and we'll have lists posted ahead of time as far as what bus you'll be on, which group you'll be in. All of that information will be coming to you. But arrive by 9:30. We're going to start loading buses by 9:45. So in the meantime, when you get to school, if you are just waiting in the cafeteria, you get on with the normal buses, or if you are dropped off to the school early, go ahead and wait in the cafeteria, and we'll start loading buses around 9:45, and departure will be at 10 o'clock. So we'll be arriving to Lake Erie by about 10:30. And then, so our tours will start. We'll have 4 different rotations going on. One of them will be lunch. So you will need to either bring a packed lunch, or we will have the option to buy a bagged lunch to bring with you, provided through our cafeteria. So on Monday of next week, the 27th, there will be a survey going out during freshman mentoring to fill out if you will need to buy a lunch or if you will be packing your own lunch. But we definitely need to have those numbers ahead of time, so please pay attention to that. So again, we'll be eating lunch on Lake Erie's campus. That'll be part of our rotations, and then we'll return to school about 1:40 or so in the afternoon. And so if you're able to get a ride coming back, a ride can pick you up from school, great, you can leave early. If not, then you'll just wait in the cafeteria until the end of the normal school day. And aside from like a coat and your lunch, you don't really need to bring anything with you for this, unless if you would like to take some notes or something else like that.
That is an awesome opportunity for our students as they explore various options. And then also with our 8th grade, kind of connected to our Circuit of Success, one of the opportunities is to go on a trip specifically to a career center. Mrs. Tupaz, can you talk about what the 8th graders are going to be doing on that day?
Well, the 8th graders are going to tour different programs within Auburn Career Center. So they'll be put into, when they arrive, we ask that they get here about 8:15, report to the cafeteria and be mindful that other testing is going on at that time. And they'll be in different colored groups and go through tours in the different programs. And there'll be a presentation. It's run by Auburn. They'll start with a presentation in the gym and then head to some of their most, popular programs, if you will. Then we ask that you don't have to bring anything. The good thing is there's no backpacks or materials needed. The tour goes from 9 until 11. And then they'll load the buses after that point. We'll probably be back at the school around 11:15, between 11:15 and 11:30. If you want to pick up your child at that time, you can. If they want to stay and have a lunch, they can as well. And you can pick them up, anytime between 11:15 and noon that day. The one thing I want to add is I did yesterday, we met with the 8th graders about scheduling next year, and I handed out a permission slip. So some of the information's on the permission slip. If your child was absent yesterday, they can come down to guidance for a permission slip and turn that in by next week. And if you have any questions, feel free to reach out to me.
I really appreciate each of you sharing a little bit about what we're going to provide all of our grade levels during the March 7th day. If you have any questions, you can reach out to us or certainly read through this and reach out to the direct counselor if you have a question or any of us at the high school and administration. This is going to wrap up this presentation. I really appreciate my counselors being here, and certainly just take the time to read it, and then you will be I guess you'll understand. You'll seek to understand. One last thing is that transportation runs at regular time. So if you're like, how do I do this? Your child can get picked up at regular times. There'll be supervision, and they can get picked up at regular times. So again, thank you, and go Toppers.
All right, I guess we're good.